If you have searched for how long does a couch to 5K take, and every answer says that 3 to 4 weeks, that number is technically true, but practically it's misleading. Because the real question is not how fast you can finish the 5K. It's whether your body can handle it without breaking down. And there is a reason most beginners crash around a week 5. It has nothing to do with your willpower. I'll show you exactly why at the end, so stay tuned. First, let's fix the question itself. Running 5K and running 5K with a form intact are two different dates on your calendar. Watch a new runner in their last kilometer and you will see hip dropping, stride collapsing and trunk swaying side by side. They finished, but the final third was run on a broken pattern. And that's exactly where the injuries get built. So here is a realistic timeline 5K can be completed. Maybe 2 months. But 5K completed without your form falling apart in the last third is usually 4 to 5 months. The practical check is to film your last kilometer, not your first. If it doesn't look like your first kilometer, you're not there yet, regardless of whatever your watch says. Before, how long until I can run a 5K? There is a question that nobody asks. Can you walk briskly for 45 to 60 minutes continuously on consecutive days without no lingering ache afterwards? If the answer is no, your running timeline hasn't started yet. Because walking is the lowest load version of your running. Whatever your body does badly at a walking pace, it will do worse at a running pace with the thrice of the force and half the ground contact time. Running doesn't create a movement problem. It just exposes them at the speed. So 4 to 5 weeks of structured walking is not a delay to the timeline. For most people, it's the fastest route. And here is the part that nobody tells you about the 800 landings. Running is a series of single leg landings, each one absorbing well over a 3 to 4 times of your body weight, which is roughly around 800 to 900 times per leg across the 5K. That multiplier applies to every kilometer you are carrying. So if you are starting heavier, working on your body recomposition first is not about looking like a runner. It's about lowering the force your tendons, joints and bones have to tolerate before you ask them to tolerate it nearly 2000 times. So build the capacity before the volume. If you are completely new to the exercise, start with a full body strength first, then transition gradually to the single leg work. This full body work should also cover the body recomposition training. Spend 8 to 12 weeks here and the running timeline afterward shortens dramatically. If this force multiplier math is making sense, drop a thumbs up in the comments because most people never hear this before they start running. Now let's see why the same 8-week plan makes one person a finisher and gives another an injury. Take someone who is currently active. They lift, they play badminton, they are in the gym 4 days a week, but they have never run actually. And take someone who has either never exercised at all or is coming back to running after 5 to 10 years of gap. The first person has fitness. What they don't have is the running movement pattern. Because being active in one activity does not automatically prepare your body for the different one. They can breathe through the effort easily, so they will push harder and further than their tendons and joints are ready for. Their fitness is the thing that gets them hurt. The second person is behind on both. They are building the movement pattern from zero or waking up from one that has been dormant for the decade, while simultaneously loading that. Here is the part that actually matters. Cardiovascular fitness returns in weeks, but pattern does not. So the fit non-runner and the returning runner needs almost opposite things. One needs the enthusiasm to slow down and the other needs their foundation to build up. That's why the realistic range for couch to 5K runs from 3 months to a year. Judge your readiness by the movement quality, not by how you feel on your treadmill. Fitness lies to the beginner. It arrives early and makes everything looks very ready. But even knowing all of this, there is one reason week 5 specifically breaks down the people. And it's not what you think. It's not willpower. It's a physiology. Your heart and lungs adapt in weeks, but your tendons and bones takes the months. So around week 5, your fitness outruns your structure. You feel ready for more while your tissues absorbing the impacts are still the months behind. And the only break you had is gone. Your plan should be paced by your slowest adapting tissue, not your fittest system. So the honest answer to couch to 5K timeline is 2 months to drag yourself through it, 4 to 6 months to do well, and anywhere up to a year if you're building the pattern from zero. Film your last kilometer and that's your real progress report. Here is one important note. If you have any existing pain, a previous injury, or any medical condition, get it cleared by your doctor or physio before starting. Because this is just an education, it's not a prescription. If you want a plan built around your actual starting point, book a free 30-minute discovery call. Link is in the description. And like and subscribe if that helped. Every 2 weeks, I break down how your body actually works. See you in the next one.